saying, because I want to save it until then.
Yeah, because we're going to come back and talk quite a bit about politics. But
Right.
we're going to take a quick station break. And you guys, we appreciate you being here listening to us. And hold on for 1 second. This is Kaye Dee and Motor Mouth with the Kaye Dee and Motor Mouth radio show. We'll be back in a moment.
Get on that train, get on that train. There's enough room for everybody on the train. Get on that train, get on the train. It's enough room for everybody on the train. One day God spoke to me, he told me to be all I could be. So the world can see that his words go down in history. Hey, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, just like them, my name is Warren. Jesus love me, Jesus love you. Jesus got enough room for all the crew.
Enjoy your day. You're listening to Kaye Dee and Motormouth on 103.1 FM, WEOM, Thomasville, North Carolina.
You're listening to the best gospel station in Thomasville, North Carolina, 103.1 FM,
Welcome back, guys.
WEOM.
This is Motormouth
And you're listening to where we're supposed to be Crucial Conversations.
on WEOM 103.1
I don't-
FM.
I don't know how crucial we are this week, but you know, it's gotten to the point where everything is crucial.
Yes.
That's the problem. But anyway, we're glad that you're here. Regardless of what we're calling ourselves, we're glad that you're listening. We're going to skim over a few things that's happening in Atlanta. You know, people always contact me and go, what's going on in hot Atlanta? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's always interesting. Now, I don't know if Motorbath was on top of what was going on. It was all over the news. I'm not going to get that deep with it because our listeners worldwide and in North Carolina may not care. But it's just interesting to me because it's all about what's going on with the economy, with crime and everything. Not that crime is the only thing here, but it's a biggie sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Did you hear or did you see this video that they kept showing like a million times with these two Pizza Hut employees and what happened?
I'm quite sure it's been around the world by now.
Did you see it, Motormouth?
Yes, I seen the lady grab the man and just swing him around, and kick his butt.
I said, you know
Then the
what?
other lady went and got the broom.
I said, you know what? As they say, it's a blessing in disguise that she did not get hurt. And they interviewed this lady, and she said that she would never repeat the same thing again. But I guess she just went into not instinct mode. What's the word I'm looking for? Self-defense mode.
Overdrive.
Survival mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Overdrive.
Yeah, but you know, the guy deserved it. You know, he comes strolling to Pizza Hut with this bright orange shirt. I'm thinking, now, who gonna go rob a store with a bright neon orange shirt on, first of all? But okay. Rolls up in the Pizza Hut, goes behind the counter with his ladies back here, young lady, minding her business, having a good day. He comes behind and just, gonna rob the store. This lady grabbed this brother by the neck and slung him all over the store from the front to the back to the side. Slung him up on the wall. I think she beat him up against the refrigerator.
He need to turn himself in for getting his what?
He should be embarrassed. A co-worker, another female, she was in the back and saw him. She came out with a broom like Motormouth said. They just started whooping up on him. Not beating him, but whooping him. And you know Motormouth's right. He ought to be embarrassed right now.
You know, I ought to get with those people, get with Pizza Hut to see if they allow me to put that on the world or the home world, whatever's funniest video.
Funniest
the world
video.
funniest video, the home funniest video.
It was funny.
Because that would have been funny.
He got a beat down. That's the only way to put it. But I'm glad it is safe and healthy.
And
Good
after he
condition,
got
but
up and got out, he didn't even look back.
he didn't.
He was all on camera, capture.
Matter of fact, from what I recall, he hopped over the countertop and ran out the front door like nothing happened.
They had to have that staged. They
Uh-uh.
staged that. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
No, I'm just joking.
I bet he does wish it was staged. But anyway, hats off to the ladies over at Pizza Hut. They did their thing.
Yes, they did.
But along the same lines, but kind of sort of something different. It's abuse, but it's an abuse that wasn't deserved, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this also, Bonemoff. It's also been in the headline news about this couple in I think it's Paulding County, west.
Yeah,
of-
it's
west of
worldwide.
Atlanta.
It's international.
It probably is, and
Yeah,
it
I
should
saw
be.
it on the internet I think last week sometime.
It is.
When they first found him in California or somewhere where he ended up at.
Well, his parents dropped him off in California. Okay.
No, the bus dropped him off.
Now, first of all, let's back up and update the folks that didn't hear about this nonsense.
I
This child, because he was a child when the abuse started,
Right.
is in a family, nice looking home, nice community. Not that looks and appearances has anything to do with it, but you would never guess the horrors that this young man was going through on the inside of this house.
Exactly.
Now, I know some of us get upset with our children and say, go to your room and don't come out. But in this case, they meant it. This boy was in his room for years. And it was so crazy that when they found him wandering around in California kind of in a daze, lost and confused and malnourished and everything else, and they backtracked to find out what actually happened to this child,
Yes.
the neighbors didn't have a clue that he
He is
even
real.
existed.
Oh, that's right.
Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
They knew of his two sisters and his parents, but they didn't even know that the guy lived in the home. And they had been neighbors with these people for years.
Right. Evidently, they must have tied him down or did something for him not to be able to come out of that
Crazy.
house and yell for help.
Well, regardless of, I'm trying to fathom.
Over those years, it's years, so
Yeah.
there was some serious abuse going on.
I'm trying to fathom. It had to be.
Yeah.
But long story short, when they found this fella, well, according to the father of the child, well, he's now a young man at 18 years old. He is really in such bad shape until they actually emancipated him, and well, not emancipated him. They decided to put him back in foster care to help him with a lot of things that he needed. A doctor somewhere has actually gotten him some free eye exams and eyeglasses and medical attention that he needed. The guy didn't have any clothes. He didn't have anything. And what's crazy, like I said, he was 18 years old, and he just got to the point where he weighs 84 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Now, the article I read, they said that they put him on the bus and gave him $200 and told him never come back.
Oh, I didn't even hear that they gave him $200.
Yeah.
I just heard that his parents, the news media was saying his parents put him on the bus when he was 8, said, now you're 18.
Exactly.
And something about his father said something around the fact, of asking him what he wanted to do in life or what he wanted to be, or something to that effect, some little smart comment. And he said he wanted to be an actor, so they put him on the bus and shipped him all the way from Georgia on a Greyhound with a one-way ticket from Georgia to California.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Anyway, it takes all kind. Long story short, it got DFAC involved and, social services, and they're trying to help him out. And it really is a sad situation, 18 years old.
I think we're going to have a shiny, bright future on the end of this for him.
I
think
so.
he's going to get that being an actor and everything else because somebody need to write a movie on it.
Yeah, that's abusive, though. That's abusive.
Really.
That's all I can
seriously,
say.
But not
I hope he makes it.
Right. That's a
Abuse.
heck of a story to be writing, to make a movie off of and let him actually play that part.
Yeah, I wish he mowed him up. But
or let him write the part, write the story about it.
And then you
from
talk
the
about
inside.
writing the story. I have to wonder, is he even capable of writing? I mean, you don't know what happened. Nobody knew this child existed. Did he even get an education of any kind? I'm
Right.
just wondering.
Well, evidently he didn't because unless they homeschooled him, which I doubt they did.
I doubt it. I hear you.
But Hollywood would pick that up.
Oh,
They
they
give
would.
him the writers and everything, and he wouldn't have to write anything. I'm
Yeah.
quite sure they will also educate him and
Yeah,
everything.
I hope so.
But but just having scribers, there,
Right.
translators to
I
type
hope
it
so.
out,
Yeah. Something
Right.
good needs to come out of this nonsense.
Exactly.
That's awful. But along the same line, not the same line, but same genre. What's happening in the ATL right now? I was kind of proud of Tyler Perry, and I guess I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit because I'm so tired of people dogging what people of notoriety and celebrity status do on a negative eye. But I don't know if you heard about this motor mouth, but there was a lady that works at Home Depot part-time, again, in Metro Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
She actually has cerebral palsy. She's in a wheelchair bound, and she's disabled.
You're talking about the
young
one that
lady.
got the van stolen
Mhm,
from her,
mhm.
while they was at home
Yep.
in the house.
On a Sunday night at
Yeah.
home, minding her business over in Decatur, suburb of Metro Atlanta. This lady, she has a specially equipped handicap van.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, like Mother Ma said, they come out Sunday morning or Monday morning, whenever they came out, and the van is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Stole the woman's specially equipped handicap van. Who comes to the rescue? Tyler Perry. I like that. Apparently, Tyler Perry, just like everybody else in the ATL, was sitting there looking at it on Channel 2, local channel here, and saw it and
Uh-huh.
called in immediately and just arranged and brought her a brand new van. Brand new van.
Mm-hmm.
So my hat's off to Tyler Perry.
Mine too.
Excuse me. Because I thought it was awesome. Even if you have money, you don't have to do anything, but he stepped out on it.
Right.
But along the same line of what's going on a good note in Metro Atlanta, Elizabeth Omilani. I always want to say her name wrong. Help me, Motor Mouth. What's the lady's name?
I don't know.
I have a hard time pronouncing it. It's such an elegant name. I'm sorry. Oh, well. Hosea Feed the Hungry's daughter is how we all know and love her.
No, Jose Williams.
Hosea Williams.
Daughter.
Not
Feed the Hungry.
You're listening to Kaye Dee and the Motor Mouth Show on 103.1 FM, WEOM, Thomasville, North Carolina.
The organization is called Hosea Feed the Hungry. Everybody in Atlanta just knows it as Hosea Feed the Hungry. But it was founded by Hosea Williams.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't want to mess up her name, and I was trying to get it straight so much because I really admire what they do.
Yeah. Okay.
But long story short, Tyler Perry also donated, in September, he donated about $50,000 worth of food to Hosea Feed the Hungry organization. I thought that was awesome, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's that for what's going on in Atlanta other than Honey Boo Boo, which everybody talking about, Lord have mercy, and T-Bars of TLC, and Nene Leakes, and Bobby Christina, and all this other stuff. Atlanta's getting to be an interesting place, movie-wise. Speaking of movie and fantasy land, we could move from Atlanta to Denver. Did you see the political debate? Oh, Motor Mouth, did you see it?
Yes, I did. But, before we get in that, let's just take a break and come back.
That's cool. We can take a break. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to WEOM 103.1 FM in Thomasville, North Carolina.